Hey friends, welcome to The Book Was Hotter, presented by Avon Books.
On this episode, we're going to talk about dystopian romance reads, and we're going to have an amazing guest, Brooke Fast. But first, Rain, I want to hear what dystopian read lives rent-free in your head.
Oh, okay. I love this question. There are a lot, okay? But for the sake of right now, I'm only going to pick one, which is Watch Me.
Shatter Me.
Yes. So this is a spin-off of the Shatter Me series, which we all know and love. So if you never got enough of Aaron Warner,
I never got enough.
Exactly.
Like
there's never too much Aaron Warner.
I want more lore.
Exactly.
Like the fact that he eats cookies with a fork and knife changed my life. You know, every time he gets a haircut, I'm like invested. So I love it.
No, he is everything. And we got more of him in Watch Me. So if you haven't read the Shatter Me series, you should do that. But you can read Watch Me as a standalone. So basically, okay, the pitch of Watch Me is it follows James, who has a relation to Aaron Warner. James is the main character. And he is sent to go infiltrate this authoritarian regime of the reestablishment. And he encounters an assassin sent to kill him. And the assassin is this beautiful, gorgeous girlie named Rosabelle. And so, as you can assume, this is an enemies to lovers dystopian romance.
Perfect. I love it.
And we get all of the classic things that Tahara does so well, which for me is her tension. Her tension is just like, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's palpable. You can feel it. And you get to see a lot of the characters that you know and love from Shatter Me, but it also touches on like important dystopian themes that I think are relevant today, like censorship, privacy, a lack of like individualism. There's a lot of important things that are woven in with the tropes that we really love. So anyway, Watch Me, 10 out of 10. Please go read it if you haven't already.
No.
But
and I was going to say, one thing that the Head on My Feet does so well is that like the women will almost kill the men.
I love it.
And then they're like, wait, maybe she likes me. Like literally like I don't
Every
think this is
time,
spoiler.
I
This
know.
happened on Shatter Me, but Juliet shoots Warner. And Warner's like, but she didn't kill me. So that
No.
must mean that she really
She
likes
loves me.
Yeah,
No,
like
it's okay. That is one of my favorite scenes in the entire Shatter Me series.
Yes.
Is when she
it happens in
shoots
the first
Warner.
book, so we promise it's not that much of a spoiler.
I know, and it came out in 2011. So
Yeah,
I
so
feel
you have
like
time to
I'm
read
like,
it.
like you've had a long time to read it, or maybe it was I don't know. It's been a while.
There's a similar scene
I know,
in this one.
which I almost feel like we can maybe briefly
Tease a
mention
little,
it.
yeah.
We'll tease. Okay, yeah, Tara is so good at doing an enemies to lovers period,
Yeah.
but this one has probably one of my favorite knife to the throat scenes that I've ever seen, ever read. I'm like, she's so good. They really are enemies.
No, I love it. I just love a pathetic man. And like he learned from the best. Like, you know, like he truly,
learned
like,
from the best.
The best yearning man, like as a mentor, Aaron Warner.
Exactly. Aaron Warner is the yearning mentor. And for those of you who love Kenji, I love James because
I love Kenji.
He is the perfect mix between Warner and Kenji.
Yeah.
So
he's also taller than Warner.
He's also taller than Warner. He's very tall.
I love that. On a similar vein, you had a lot of time to read this one, which is The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. That was my Roman Empire like 10 years ago. It was
Rightfully
just
so.
such a great book. And it had a movie. And the movie is good, but like the book, it just goes more in depth. So basically the premise is that like this plague happened and like it killed most of the population of children, and the children that survive wake up and they have powers and they get categorized by color. So like the blues will be like really smart, for example, or like and there'll be colors like red that they're like, you know, dangerous, so they're like being put in a camp. And we follow our protagonist Ruby, who has the power to alter memories and like read your mind, and it's just such an exciting book just because like it's filled with like found family, and like you go into like this amazing like road trip to like try to like find safe haven. It has like everything. Like while I love enemies to lovers, like this one has like friends to lovers, so it's very much of a slow burn. And I just absolutely adore it. And like the villain in this book,
The
he
villain.
is
That's
so Clancy. Like he still makes me giggle sometimes. And like this is one of the villains that I was just like, oh, like maybe not this one because he's really dangerous. He also like can alter your and like going full through your mind, and it's kind of scary that like they go like toe to toe. And from beginning to end, like the series, like the trilogy is finished, so like you can go read it and binge it, and I think it's so strong from start to finish. So I completely recommend The Darkest
I
Minds.
love that you brought that up because that was one of the books I read in the 2010s.
It's so good.
During like the peak dystopian era. Now we're in the dystopian renaissance, but
I love it. I'm glad that we're back here.
I remember The Darkest Minds. I got like the first edition that came out, and it had like the cover
with the symbol
on it, and I went into it not really knowing much about it, and I loved the villain. Love interest. He was everything to me,
and he gets scarier and scarier because it also kind of deals with like themes of like propaganda and like what you're being told and like versus like what's really happening in a very interesting way. And like again, like he just gets scarier and scarier because his powers keep growing, and like you realize like truly like again like how much power influence he has in the world just because like he is the son of a very important person. So like his resources are truly unlimited and against her, so like he's hunting her down. And like for a moment in the first book I was just like, oh, he's misunderstood, like he just never had anyone to relate to, and now you know with her like it's gonna be different, alas. But I love Liam, like the main love interest in this one. Like truly like the end of the first one will haunt you forever, like to this day. Like I still remember and cry a little.
No, same here. I don't think I ever recovered from it.
It's so good.
It's so
I'm
good.
so excited.
I need to do a reread. I
No,
probably
truly,
haven't
I
read
was
it
like
in
thinking
like
about
10
it like
years.
for this podcast, and I was just like, wait, that was one of the best series I read.
Yeah, I think it's time for a reread.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay, Michelle, since we're talking about dystopian romances, why don't we call Brooke and see if she's around?
Oh my god, let me call her up.
I saw on Instagram she was in the area.
Yeah, I know. Like she was like shopping around New York, so maybe she'll be able to come down.
Hello?
Hello, Brooke. This is Michelle from The Book Was Hotter. I heard that you were in New York.
I am. How are you?
I'm doing great. We're talking about dystopian romances, and I think we would love to have you in The Book Was Hotter.
Oh my gosh, I'd love to.
When can you come?
I'm on my way.
Perfect. Oh my god, I'm so excited that she's coming.
Thanks for coming so fast.
Oh my gosh, thanks for having me.
I'm so excited. Oh my god.
All right, okay, welcome, Brooke. We're so excited to have you here today. So before we get into all of our questions we have for you, I'm wondering if you could give us a quick intro about you and the book you wrote and why you wrote it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you both for having me. I'm so excited to be here. My name is Brooke Fast. To Cage a Wild Bird is my debut. It's a dystopian romance that the journey of writing it started when I was a freshman in college, a long time ago now. And I was writing a paper for a composition course that discussed capital punishment. And during my research for that paper, I looked obviously into the history of capital punishment, public executions, and how it really was used as a form of entertainment, and how in some cases, people weren't just spectators, but active participants in the deaths. And then I also looked into prison systems, past and modern day. And yeah, they inspired a short story that I wrote at the time. And then I set it aside for probably 7 years, I think is the timeline. And I came back to it really after watching Divergent again.
That'll do it.
It's just like, I was like, wait, I have this sitting on my college email from forever ago. And yeah, I pulled it up, did more research at that point, leaning into for-profit prisons and just the private prison industry in America. Yeah. And that's where we are today.
Wow. I would love to know, what are you currently watching, reading, and listening?
Ooh, okay. So watching a couple of things, really. Did you guys ever read the Fallen series growing up?
Yeah,
was-
like Lauren Cates, with like the angel.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it just got turned into a show on Amazon Prime. I just started it. I'm watching it as I'm visiting the city right now when I'm back in my hotel at night because I'm obsessed with it. So good.
That's good. It has such a gothic feel to it. Have you read it / watched it?
I read them a long time ago, but now I want to watch it. I actually did not know it was a series, so
I
that's
know.
what
Yeah,
I'm doing
you
today,
need
I
to.
guess.
It's so good.
like,
It's so
thank you for the suggestion.
I also love how like it goes back and forward between timelines and like the pining, right? Like
I
they're like, I think
know.
like the quick pitch is like they're like always fall in love in every single
Yes.
like lifetime, but like she dies in every single timeline and
Yes.
he's immortal forever.
And it's so strange watching it because it's been so long since I read the books, and it's just you have so many questions and no answers. I'm halfway through with the show and I have no answers still. So, but in the best way.
in the best way, yeah.
In the best way. Reading Not Safe for Work by Nisha J. Tooley. Just finished. 10 out of 10. Obsessed.
That one is so hot.
It's so good.
The book is hotter.
It is. The slow burn, she is the queen of that. So, yeah, I don't know. It's hard. I feel like it's going to be a hard act to follow. So, and listening to Victoria Aveyard just released a podcast, Plot Twist.
Yep.
I listened to it probably within 10 minutes of her announcing that it was
I
out,
love that.
both episodes.
She kept teasing like something was coming. And I'm such a big
Yes,
fan
I was.
of
Yeah,
her.
I had my notifications turned on for her. I was like, Victoria, what are you doing?
What is the
So-
secret?
We love Victoria in this
Yeah.
house. So
Yeah.
we're
And
excited
also
too.
So good.
on the Voyager list, we have Tempest coming out.
I'm so excited when
Yeah.
she comped it to Pirates of the Caribbean.
It's all we've ever dreamed of, honestly.
No,
Yeah.
literally, like we have her on the Epic Reads kid side, and then like we have Tempest, and I'm like literally like stalking the editor, and I'm like, is it ready yet? Is it ready?
Okay.
Yet? And I'll let you know.
Are you gonna be my arc dealer? For
Yeah,
that
I'm
one?
gonna be your secret
I
eye dealer.
need
Don't
it.
don't tell anyone.
Victoria, if
It's a
you're
secret
listening.
between all of us, guys. They're like, Victoria's like, what's happening there? It's like, don't worry, I'm just stealing laptops.
So Tempest is on all of our TBR, but what about dystopian books? What are some dystopian books that are on your
Ooh.
TBR coming up soon, or dystopian books that you've already finished and live rent-free in your head?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So this year, I'm a huge Ava Reid fan, and she released Fable for the End of the World, and it was everything that I've needed in a dystopian since growing up in the YA dystopian era. Just so good. I already want to read it again. So that's one I was obsessed with. And then looking into the next couple of months, I'm really excited for Chloe Gong's Cold Wire.
Yes, that's another dystopian.
Yes.
That's
And
what,
I love Chloe Gong, so I'm like, I know it's going to be amazing.
speaking of arc dealers, if someone knows how we can get a
I thought you were
copy
going to
of
say
Cold
you
Wire,
have it.
no, we've been trying actually. So if anyone's listening, and
If you have 3
I beg.
copies lying around,
you just happen to leave them around, then you know where to put them.
Yeah, exactly.
In our
also,
inbox.
like she's so cool, and I kind of low key want her to be my best friend.
Chloe.
Same here.
Chloe.
Chloe, if you're listening,
Listening.
we want to be your friend so bad. You're so cool.
So Brooke, you wrote a book.
Yeah,
To Catch a
crazy.
Wildbird. And talking about best friends, I wonder if you can pitch the book like you're describing it to your best friend.
Yes. And honestly, pitching it to my best friends is how I came up with my pitch over and over. They're great brainstormers. So I would just say, if I had 30 seconds, right, ish, it's set in a prison where wealthy visitors pay to hunt inmates for sport, and it follows Raven, who's a bounty hunter. She arrests fugitives and sends them to this prison to take care of her younger brother as his sole caregiver. And when her younger brother is arrested wrongfully, she commits a crime to follow him to this dangerous prison, with hopes on escaping with both of their lives, which, no one's ever escaped before. And once she's there, she has to contend with the people hunting them, but also all of the fugitives that she put in there as a bounty hunter that hate her, and want her dead, for revenge. And then she's also navigating a forbidden romance while she's there and making just a group of friends as a person who is extremely untrustworthy and doesn't typically make friends. So Yeah.
That's so juicy. The stakes are so high on so many levels. Like the romance, the people hunting her down, the fact that she has to save her brother. There's just like so much going on.
She's going through a lot. She is.
Can you tell us more about the world of To Cage a Wild Bird?
Yeah. So specifically, it's set in a city called Davidium that's divided by class. I mean, I would say the leaders of the city wouldn't describe it that way. They would describe it more as, based on our professions and what we're
Of
contributing.
course, yeah.
And then Davidium itself, in the time period that the story is set, is several decades after a second civil war that destroyed most of what we know as America. And they just reformed into this super strict society. And yeah, we follow Raven as someone kind of also contributing to that horrible society because she thinks that she needs to. Yeah, so that dynamic is just interesting. And her sort of figuring out, how do I move away from that? But also forgive myself for the things that I've done that I felt like I needed to do to take care of my brother.
Totally. Yeah, a lot of sacrifices are made.
Yes.
So
Yeah, no, that's extremely interesting to hear about. But I also want to know, do you think you would survive the world that you created?
No.
That's how I feel about every single dystopian. I was like, no, I would just like sit in a corner and read and like figure out.
I'm writing some of these scenes. My stress was through the roof. I really no. Raven is incredible. Her skills are so impressive, and I don't have them.
And again, also the heavy topics are like happening and like dealing with everything. So like again, Raven is like truly like bad. I see
she's
like
going through it.
She's going through it. You put her through
I know.
it.
yeah, you're like, I wonder who did that.
I wonder who did that.
So I'd love to hear more about your characters and specifically, what are their zodiac signs if you know them?
So
Do you know
this
them?
is a hard question. I'm not a huge astrology girl, but I can tell you that I can tell you that Raven is an Aries.
Okay.
I don't know. I can tell you, but do you know pretty well the characteristics of the signs?
I know that Aries are like, you correct me if I'm wrong.
No,
They're very like balanced or like more like logical.
Okay.
Almost.
So Googled it before I came here. It said like independent, aggressive, courageous.
Okay.
So that's more what I was going off of for her. Could be wrong though. That was just the first thing.
My sister's an Aries, and this checks out actually.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a fire sign.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like they're very fiery.
Okay, yeah, she
Are
is.
you
fiery.
an Aries or what was your
No,
zodiac
I'm an
sign?
Aquarius.
Oh, I'm a Pisces.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
What are you? Like
I'm a
best
Libra.
friend? Yeah, we're like
Oh my gosh, wait. Both of my best friends, Libra, Pisces.
That's a great
really
sign.
nice.
Okay, I love
It
that.
is.
That's a great sign.
Okay, and what about your male main character? Like, tell us more about him.
Just more about him.
Yeah.
Ooh, in
And
general.
his zodiac sign.
I don't know his sign. I'm sorry. I told you I don't know his one.
That's what
About
the readers can
the
help
zodiac
with.
signs. Yeah, please let me know.
The hottest
when you
zodiac
read about
sign.
him.
Yeah.
What you think.
Tell us in the comments.
Vale is a man of many secrets, and I don't know what to say about him that won't give anything
Yeah, like a
away.
little secretive. Like,
Yeah, very secretive, mysterious,
protective.
protective for sure. A little snarky.
What about a physical description?
Oh,
What does he
do you
look
want the physical
like?
description? Tall, dark, and handsome.
Of
That's
course.
perfect.
Check.
check. All my favorite qualities. Wait,
I'm a woman of the people.
no, and I know you are a woman of the people, because you grew up reading, like YA and dystopians and books and stuff like that. I want to know, which are some of your favorite book boyfriends?
Oh, favorite book boyfriends. Stop. From growing up or current?
Hit us with
Any of them?
top 3 of each.
Oh my god, top 3 of each. Okay. So growing up, 4. Divergent.
Of course.
PETA.
Hunger Games.
Of course.
Oh, wait.
Perfect
I know.
men.
There's so many. I'm trying to think of all the other dystopian series that I was reading.
Liam from The Darkest Minds. We were just talking about it.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. I was weirdly gonna go Gilbert from Anne of Green Gables. That was but that was like one of the first series with romance in it I ever read, and I feel like it set me on that path.
It's very formative.
Yes.
So
Yes, and current. Oh my gosh, there are just so many good books. Don't do this to me.
what about Aaron Warner? Were you a Shatter Me fan?
Yeah, I was. Not top 3 though. I would say.
Okay.
I know.
That's
Oh,
okay.
wow, that's
Just
okay.
Save
That's
him
okay.
for us.
Yeah, he's my husband.
There's-
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
I think the rest of book talk will be like, it's okay.
It's okay,
Leave Aaron
yeah.
Warner to us. Don't worry.
Top 10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll,
easy.
We'll be there.
Okay, I did want to ask Aaron Warner or 4 if you had to pick between the
Oh.
2 love interests, but
I
I know your
mean,
answer now.
Yeah. Theo James specifically.
Of course.
feel.
Of course. And literally every time he appears on anything, I'm like, that's the love of my life. What are you talking about?
But it's funny seeing him now versus when Divergent first came out and being like, I'm aging. So
That's okay. That's
Wow.
okay. It works out.
Yeah.
And I wonder, like, what are some like dystopian movies that you have watched? and
dystopian
loved?
movies. I mean, I do have to go back to Divergent because when I first decided I wanted to turn To Cage a Wild Bird into a novel, I was at a writing retreat with a couple of my friends, and one of them admitted that she'd never seen Divergent. So we were watching it, and it had been years since I'd watched it, and it just brought me back to that feeling that I had reading dystopian books growing up. And I was working on a completely different project, a romantasy, and I chucked it to the side and wrote the first draft of this book. And a couple of weeks, less than a month, I just could
Wow.
not stop
Oh
thinking
my
about it.
God.
So definitely Divergent, because I feel like that's a lot of the reason that this is here today.
That's
love that.
incredible. Like, I also remember like the feeling that I read Divergent for the first time, and I felt like I just like need to be outside in the streets, like running. Like,
Yeah.
like
I
that's the
know.
best way that I can explain
Yeah.
it.
Just wanted to create something that gave that feeling that I used to have. So.
Yeah, and like I just reading the first few pages, like literally, like I think is the writing is so like on the beat of like it also gave me the same feeling that it's just like, damn, should I go outside and run some miles? Like,
Feeling very dauntless.
yeah, exactly.
That soundtrack. I should use that as like my workout playlist now. I'm
honestly,
realizing
yes.
it. Like, what's that Ellie Goulding song that's on the soundtrack?
Oh my god, like
I just need to go like run on
Guys,
the train
this
tracks.
is
Like,
on my writing playlist.
you're gonna have to share this after.
Yeah.
Like, poke it on your
Yeah.
Instagram story or something because I want to go listen to it. This will
Oh,
be
yeah.
my workout playlist.
Oh.
And it can be titled like I'm a dystopian.
main character.
Yeah, main character.
My
Done.
playlist is just songs for dystopian writing. Very, very unique.
Yeah.
I know.
We can do like a little playlist, like
Yeah.
session. It's like, are you a writer? Like, are you like a listener? Are you working out? Like, this is
It
just
works
the
for
beginning
all
of
of it.
everything. Yeah.
Exactly.
Since we're talking about like music, what are some of your favorite things to do outside of writing?
Oh, just favorite things to do. I love hiking. Since I live in Maine, we have so many amazing trails around. And I have 2 doggies that love hiking, so we like
Oh
to get
my
out with them.
God.
Yeah.
What are their names?
Oh, Spruce and Matcha. I know.
Stop
I'm
it. That is the
obsessed.
cutest.
They're so cute.
Those are such writer names too. I feel like I don't know. They're both green in my mind because it's
Yeah.
like a spruce tree.
Yeah,
then,
you're
like,
wearing
matcha.
green.
Yeah, and you're wearing
Yes.
green.
Do you like listen to anything while you hike, or like do
Well,
you
I
just like imagine?
No, I
Like all
never
your
listen to
characters.
music while I hike. You know what? I always usually am with my husband or a friend. I don't talk much when I hike either. I feel like I do use it for brain space.
Yeah, no, connecting with nature.
Yeah.
Meditative.
Meditative.
it really
yeah.
is.
You
It's
listen
so
to the
nice.
music of nature.
Yeah,
exactly.
While hiking.
Have you ever like been on a hike and like solved like a plot twist, or like
Oh,
like
yeah.
you're like, oh, this is the scene that I want to write next?
I feel like between hikes and long drives, those are the best times for brainstorming because you can't do anything else. You know, if you're
Totally.
sitting at home, it's hard to set aside. I'm not going to touch my phone. I'm not going to do
Yeah.
anything except sit here and brainstorm. So, yeah, the car and hiking would recommend. So good.
I once read about like a writer who was having trouble like concentrating because like he couldn't like stop looking at his phone, and he was
Yeah.
procrastinating, so he booked like a really long flight and he like didn't like take anything with his laptop.
That's so
and he
good.
like forced himself to like, I'm just gonna finish my book, like, and he booked like the longest flight ever, and like he just like, I don't remember when I
I'm
read the
obsessed.
story, but
I
I
need
was
to
like,
look this up.
I'm obsessed with this. Yeah.
Wow, that's
Dedication. For
that
sure.
is wild dedication.
I feel like sometimes, yeah, you need to lock me in a room and
Yeah.
like I need to get stuff done.
They do have those phone lock boxes that I've seen. I'm like, they make me nervous though. What if I need it?
just in case.
Yeah.
Okay, Brooke, I want to know, what is your lore about being a writer? Like, what made you want to become a writer in the first place, or like what led you on this journey?
Yeah. Obviously reading. I have loved reading from a very young age. I always like to shout out my brother here because he's a year older than me. And so that meant he was in middle school and high school before me, and he would always check out books that I couldn't get and bring them home for me, or he'd be reading a book and I would take it as he was reading it, and we'd get in little fights, but truly grew my love of reading. And then when I was in 7th grade, I'd written short stories quite a bit at that point, but my writing teacher had our class participate in NaNoWriMo, and she said, so National Novel Writing Month, if anyone doesn't know, and she said that anyone who finished writing a novel in a month would get their book bound and printed for them. So I was like, I'm gonna do it, and I did it. I still have the book.
Wow,
It-
put that on eBay.
Yeah.
Like at this point, I'm
Or,
like,
like free,
I
man. You
know.
know, like save it in a keepsake. Do you still have it?
I still have it. Yeah.
Oh my god!
And
Have you ever
from
shared it
there-
on social media yet?
No.
That's gonna be like a cute, like I want to see it.
I know. I have to dig it out. It's in storage, but yeah, it's about a girl with electricity powers, which I'm like, which is crazy,
wait, that's so
ahead of
cool.
its time.
If I could pick powers, I think it would be that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. No, I always think about like what would like make me survive. Like it may. So I also read stories like very
Yeah.
young, and you know at the beginning like my main character had all the powers. Like she was a vampire and like control the climate and like
Oh my gosh,
flew,
control the
and like she did
climate.
everything. And I was just like, wait, there's side characters that I can give this power to.
No, she has to do it all.
No, it's like it is me. I have to do everything, and of course, everybody's in love with me. So like,
Of course.
like the blonde one and the
Yeah.
like the one with black hair and the tall one and everybody. And then like you learn to share with everybody
Yeah.
else. But yeah, but I think I decided that I really love to read minds, like control
Yeah.
like mind powers.
All right.
That's a good one.
How about you guys?
Okay. I feel like, and I've been saying this answer since I was a child, if you could put your hand on any book and immediately have all the knowledge inside. Not to
Wait,
say
that's so
I would
good.
still read, I feel like more educationally. I'm like, textbook. I know it all.
That's a really good answer. I
That's
might have
a
to steal
really
that
good
for like
answer.
the next time.
Yeah,
you can have it.
TBR who? Like it will be gone. Like it will be like done, got it.
You are book talk in your
Yeah.
brain. You're like, I know everything.
I know
you are the library.
everything.
Yeah.
How about you, Rain?
Okay, I feel like this answer has changed throughout my life, but
Yeah.
recently I was talking with Avery, who works here, about going to the Ren Fair and us like creating characters for ourselves to go to the Ren Fair. This is such a nerdy thing. You guys have full permission to roast me on this. But she's like, yeah, we should create like our characters and like what powers we have, what's our backstory. And I was like, well, my name is Rain. What about like storm powers? Isn't that so
Yeah.
cool, right? I know.
Like the whole
Electricity,
brand,
yeah,
like
exactly.
rain power.
Sounds
Yeah.
like you have a book right there.
I feel like
mean-
it's the book you originally wrote. That was about me,
Might have
actually.
been.
So you already teased us a little bit about like Belle,
Mhm.
like your male main character, but I want to know, why does romance matter in dystopian? Like why makes it the
Ooh.
story? Why does it make the story more powerful?
Yeah. I mean, I just think it reflects real life, first point. But also I just think relationships are so important when we're going through difficult things or good times too. Whether it is, familial relationships or friendships or romantic relationships, I think they only contribute. And they help the characters just parse everything that's happening around them, and just a support system to help them through all of these trials. So yeah, that's basically.
I love it. And can you tell us a little bit more about like the romance that we'll see? Like maybe like, do you have your tropes and micro tropes?
Oh, yeah. I mean, micro tropes.
Yeah, are you familiar with
No.
those? So it's like very. Frank, you want to explain?
Oh, do you
it?
mean like one bed micro trope? Is
No,
that-
so like it's like almost like taking it like a step farther. It's like
Okay,
Wanna
my
explain it?
favorite
Yes.
microtrope when we list it off to people and explain like what is a microtrope, because there's like a big trope that's like enemies to lovers because it's like a big plot thing. But a micro trope I think is generally like a really small moment or something that happens in the book. And an example I like to give is like when the love interest gives the main character their sweater when it's cold, where you know, it's not a huge plot point, but it's something that like every time I read it, I'm gonna giggle and kick my feet every time. But what about the main tropes in your story?
Oh yeah. So definitely enemies to lovers, forced proximity, and forbidden love for sure. Are the main 3 that I would say. Micro tropes.
Just like very small, maybe like a little teaser if you can give us one.
I know, I'm like, I don't want to give anything away. They don't know that they're enemies when they first meet.
I love that trope. Oh my god, you guys. I love that trope when that happens. Because then there can be like some attraction.
Yeah.
And then there's like a whoa moment.
And
when
then
it
they're
comes
like,
together.
oh wait, we actually can't. This is not a possibility.
I love this. I don't think it's too spoilery.
Okay.
We can put like a little like disclaimer in the bottom.
I have put that on socials actually, I think. So a long time ago.
Well, talking about romance, what are some of your favorite romance books?
Ooh, okay. I already brought up Get a Life, Chloe Brown. I love Talia Hibbert. I'm gonna plug Not Safe for Work again because it surprised me so. I mean, I was so excited for it, but I can't believe I stayed up till 2 a.m. 2 nights in a row reading it. I was so obsessed with it. Anything by Emily Henry, anything by Allie Hazelwood,
Yes.
and Abby Jimenez. Those are,
Yeah. I think like all that you said is like all of them have like very like yearning men like or like I also love where like they're like all Halle Hazelwood is like they're obviously obsessed with the main character and the main character like doesn't know yet.
Yeah, you're right. I do
And,
love that
like,
trope.
I do love that trope.
I
He
eat it up
falls
every
first.
time.
Yeah, he falls first. Like
Yeah.
I cannot
So
get
good.
enough.
So
Yeah.
good.
So going back to again music, I would love to know like what is on your playlist for when you write, like what are you listening to?
My songs for dystopian writing playlist.
Yes.
Okay.
And then also, what song would you pair with like To Catch a Walber, like for like the whole feel of it?
Oh,
I
my
know
gosh.
this is a hard question.
No, I know it.
you already know.
I know it.
She's like, I'm ready.
It's called Game of Survival by Ruel.
I love.
Have you heard
Ruel.
it?
Yes.
Okay. I actually have a couple of Ruel songs in my dystopian playlist, but that one specifically is To Cage a Wild Bird. And then just for the writing playlist, a lot of the Divergent and Twilight soundtrack.
Solid.
So much Ellie Goulding. A lot of The Neighborhood. They just have a dystopian vibe. I can't explain it.
Absolutely.
Some Billie Eilish actually on there. Some of her songs like fits the vibe. There are probably only 30 songs on that playlist, and I just listen to them.
And I'm sure
on
every
rotation.
one of them, they're
Yeah.
a banger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
I
I'm
need
very
this playlist.
particular. They have to fit exactly.
Yeah.
I've been listening to it for 2 years now, so
Oh my god, so you're very familiar with it.
yeah, every word.
No, literally, like I think The Hunger Games is such a great soundtrack to it.
Oh, I do have a couple songs from The Hunger Games too.
Yeah. With like it's like to rule, like everybody wants to rule the
That's
world.
the one. Yeah.
That one is a classic.
So
like sometimes
good,
when I'm
so
feeling
good.
badass, also when I'm working out.
Yeah, it's a good
And,
workout one.
like is like
Lord's whole
yeah.
vibe really is. I have a couple Lord songs.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm so glad like they had Taylor Swift for like the Hunger Games one that is like safe and sound.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
like,
Wait, what?
it was the first one.
Yeah.
That takes me back every time. I remember like listening to that in my high school bedroom, like before. Is it in the second movie that it, or
I
which?
think it's the first one.
Is it in the first one?
Don't quote me on that.
Okay,
No,
yeah. All I remember is like imagining myself in like
Oh, we all
these
did
like
that?
dystopian scenarios, and like Safe and Sound is playing by Taylor Swift in the background.
No, and it's so cool because like I also like relate so many like books specifically to like specific songs sometimes.
Yes.
And that's like really cool. So I'm so excited for when you share your playlist.
Oh
Have
my
you already
gosh,
shared it?
You can search it on Spotify. It'll be there. Songs for dystopian writing. I think I have 2 likes on that playlist.
All right, you're gonna
You're
have
allowed to-
4
yeah,
after
you're allowed to
this.
have
Watch
4.
out, Spotify's not ready.
And if Spotify could show, it's like she's like, who's listening to my soundtrack? It's like, don't worry about it. It's me and Rain.
It's gonna have like 1,000 plays after today. Yeah,
Dystopian's gonna make a comeback after this
No, it
playlist
is.
circulates.
We're in a
Dystopian's
renaissance.
here.
Yeah.
This is the Renaissance. I know you kind of mentioned this before, but what are the top 3 songs that you say would like fit your characters? Whether it's a specific character or maybe for the main character, for the love interest, for a side character.
I feel like lyrically it doesn't fit, but I feel like the vibe of Brutal by Olivia Rodrigo is very Raven.
I love that.
I just hear the
perfect.
guitar riff.
Yes.
Very Raven. But not the lyrics.
The vibe counts as much as the lyrics,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
It's important.
I
in my
agree.
opinion.
Yeah.
I picture her like burning the world down to that song.
That's
yeah.
perfect.
Other characters. I don't know if I have any other ones. I would need to sit with that question for a couple of days, I think.
That's
before I
okay.
come up
The
with it.
first
Sorry.
one is just really good.
Okay.
And then, okay, so you mentioned that you just, once you had the idea of To Catch a Wild Bird, like you couldn't stop writing.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, did you always know the ending? Did you always know what was going to happen? Or, like, did your characters took you in, like, a separate path?
So at the beginning, when I write a first draft, I know every single thing that's going to happen in the book. I'm such an over outliner. Basically, before I even start a first draft, I really have like a half draft that's an extremely detailed outline. And it might change, and a lot of things have been added since I first started that. But yeah, I cannot start writing until I know the ending of the book, or pretty much everything about the book.
So now you know how everything ends then?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I
know.
think.
I can tell Michelle's like holding herself back.
I was
She's
just
like, I need to know.
And just for the viewers out there, is it like a trilogy or a duology? TBD. I don't know.
TBD.
Okay. we'll hold.
We'll
this
see what happens.
information. Yeah.
Okay, I have a question. Okay, which characters from other books would be best friends with your characters?
Oh my gosh. Okay. I feel like I call back to, there are just so many badass main
Yes.
characters out there. I always go back to like Triss and Katniss, but I feel like that's such a basic
That'd be
answer.
perfect.
No, that's such a
No.
solid answer.
But
I would also love to be best friends with
real.
Katniss.
Same
I
here.
feel like they're all, I mean, they all are fighting for very similar things. But just in how they care about the people around them too. I think she would relate to them a lot. Or they would butt heads. We would see.
Triss, Katniss, and Raven.
Yeah.
Imagine them like
that's
all
the-
having a
the
sleepover
3 best
together,
friends.
like crossover episode.
That's perfect. And then, like, who would Belle be friends with?
Oh my gosh. Who would Vale be friends with?
Do you think he would get along with 4, or would they like butt heads?
I think they get along. It's hard because there's so much to come that I don't want to spoil it. I'm like trying to
Yeah, like,
think
we can
of-
give it a secret.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We're trying to get every secret out of
I
you.
know,
We're
you're
like,
like,
give
we're
us
trying to avoid
everything.
I'm like,
you,
how much
but-
can I say? But
That's okay. They're like, you can come back and tell
I
us
know.
everything. We can have like a very spoilery chat. Okay, so you have like, of course, your 2 main characters, but you also have like a wide side of like side characters and
Yeah.
the family and everything like that. I would love to know like, who are you most alike from your cast of characters?
Ooh. I have a character called Kit, and I would definitely say she is who I relate to the most. I mean, I don't have her mathematical prowess. She's so smart in that way, and I'm not, but she's a peacemaker. She really cares about her people. She is reserved until someone hurts someone that she loves. And I would say that is generally my vibe. So I definitely relate to her the most. I'm so far removed from Raven, so I would never put us as the same personality type at all. But yeah, I would say Kit.
Is she your favorite?
Is Kit my favorite?
Yeah. Do you have a
In
favorite?
some ways. Yeah. I don't know. I love them all so much. She's one of my favorites. Yeah.
I always love a character that like you only see them kind of like go crazy after someone that they love is hurt. Like those are always my favorite characters to see.
That is my
Mhm.
favorite thing.
Just because like the whole time they were just like kind of holding back their strength until they're forced to show it, basically.
Yeah.
Well, I know that we've tried to get a lot of secrets out of you, but if you can share one secret, it doesn't have to be related to the book, but it can be one secret overall. What's a secret that you can share with us?
One secret overall. Oh my gosh, you guys.
I know, for the viewers out there, we have her editor right
I
there in
know.
the corner.
What can I share?
So we'll get permission.
I think, yes. So there are a few characters who are not who you think they are or who they say they are.
Ooh. So is this going to give me trust issues then? Is that what I'm hearing?
We'll all have trust issues by the end of it, I think, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. So I was wondering if you could also give us like a little rundown of all your characters that you have. Like, let's see who's gonna break our heart.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Raven, main character, she's a bounty hunter, and she follows Jed to Enlock after he's arrested. So we have Jed, the little brother who Raven is like keeping shoved under her wing as far as she can, and he's really fighting to get out and be his own person. And then we have her found family at Enlock, and then we have August, who I see as sort of the person who holds the whole group together. Kind of like, oh, I've had that father figure song stuck in my head all day, so maybe that's why I'm saying this, but he is kind of a father figure. And then we have Momo, who is the youngest of the group. He's only 12. And he is joyful even in this horrible, brutal place. And we all love him. Kit is the brains of the group. And that's all I'm going to say. Yara was an agricultural scientist back in Davidium, and she just has the biggest personality. And she's one of those people who will tell you exactly what, or just say exactly what she's thinking, good or bad. And she takes a little while to warm up to you, but when she does, she's your best friend. And then we have Vale, who is very mysterious, and I don't want to say too much about him. You're gonna love him.
Tall, dark, and handsome. That's
Yeah,
all I need
that's
to
all
know.
you get. That's all you get.
Wait, I have a follow-up question.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, about Momo.
Yeah.
Did that come from Avatar: The Last Airbender by any chance? Just out of curiosity.
Maybe
Are
subconsciously.
you an Avatar: The Last
actually.
Airbender fan?
Yeah, I love Avatar, but I hadn't thought about that, and now I feel like probably subconsciously.
I love Avatar: The Last Airbender.
No, I
so
love
that's
that you
why-
brought it up. I was just like, yeah.
I was like,
that's
Momo.
Momo.
I know
Momo. Don't worry.
It's probably
we
in
know
there somewhere.
him. Yeah.
Inspiration from everywhere.
Well, I would love to know, what are you working on next?
Ooh, book 2.
How far are you into the process?
I'm on my second draft right now.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Things are pretty wild.
Are you breaking our hearts?
There have been tears. If I have to cry, so do you. Sorry.
Okay, I have a question. Since we've talked a lot about dystopian, but also about romance, we always like to ask our guests, what does romance mean to you?
So, okay, it's interesting because I love romance books so much. I love a grand gesture as much as the next person. But when I think about it in my real life, I think the biggest show of love someone can give is to be supportive generally. You know, I think about my husband a lot and how we support each other just in the everyday. And yeah, I don't know, that's what I think of when I think about it in real life. In my writing, it's very different, I would say. But yeah.
Well, almost on the same vein, I would love to know, like, dystopian stories are so powerful. How do you think dystopian novels empower readers?
Yeah. Okay. So obviously, dystopian books are a reflection of our society, and I think they also just show what could happen based on the decisions that we make today, right? And I think a lot of times people are discouraged in tumultuous times, and you hear a lot, like, I'm just one person. What could I do that's going to make a difference? But I think dystopian books really show the power of community and coming together, and that's what I've always taken from them. All my favorite characters are making a difference individually, yes, but they have these support systems, again, all these relationships, friendships, family, romance. And when they come together, they're just so powerful as a community. And that's just what I think about.
That's
I
why I
love
love
this.
Dystopian. I'm like, I feel unstoppable, but also gives you that sense of community.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Brooke, I promise this is the last question, okay? If listeners want to keep up with your work and don't know how to find you, what's the best way that they can get in touch with you, or what platforms can they follow you at?
Yeah, I spend the most time on Instagram. My @ is Library Brooks, and I am on TikTok and Threads as well.
Amazing.
Oh my God, Brooke. We had the best time talking dystopian romances with you. Thank you so much for joining us in the Book Was Hotter.
Thank you so much for having me. It was so fun.
It was so fun.
Love you, bye.
Thank you.